What's up and welcome to my guitar channel. Today we are going to look at some of John 5's most iconic licks and learn how to play them. John 5 is a guitarist that works with just about everyone. He's been in David Lee Roth's band Marilyn Manson and is currently in Rob Zombie. He's worked with Lynyrd Skynyrd, Paul Stanley, Alice Cooper, Salt and Pepper, and many other artists. In addition to that, he's released 9 solo albums with guest appearances from Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Jim Root from Slipknot, Eric Johnson, etc, etc, etc. He is prolific. This guy has one of the best resumes going. He knows everyone and he does a really good job. He has a unique style which is predominantly metal mixed with bluegrass, but the whole point of this video is to pique some curiosity in you so that you can learn a bit about his story and see how following your nose and your curiosities can lead you to still having a very illustrious career, even if they don't quite connect and you're just kind of making your own stuff along the way. In this video, we're going to look at a couple of his defaults. Now, I learned these years ago when I was really intensely studying his music, and I just started noticing there was the same patterns over and over and over and over. And whenever you hear him playing, you can hear these still coming out today on his Instagram or whatever. There's just so many things that he's still using to this day that you steal a few of those and then all of a sudden you can have a John 5 styled solo. While you're watching this video, think about an artist that you love or a guitarist that you love where you want me to go through and extract a few of their default licks and then give it to you in a video like this. This first one is a song called Vertigo from the album Vertigo. Seriously, if you don't look at anything else, go and listen to this song because it will blow your mind. It's really cool. So what's going on in this first lick? Okay, it's actually pretty straightforward when you get the hang of it. I actually covered it a couple of weeks ago, but essentially all we're doing is a diagonal shape starting from the 15th fret on the D string, 15, 14, 13, 12 on the D, G, B, E. You hammer up to the 15th fret on the high E, you tap to the 17th, and then you pull off to the 15, pull off to the 14, 13, 12. So that's it. Then you play that a lot faster, and then he does this all the time. There's another song where he plays this idea, but he does it twice. It's the repeated shape, but from different spots. So it's when you get familiar with that sound, it is used everywhere in his music. It's just a shape that he finds interesting that he likes to play with. Moving on to the next one. So with this one, I wanted to choose something from the first couple of albums, stuff that he kind of uses all the time. With this one, I chose Perineum because 1, I really like the song, but 2, because it's using this idea exactly the same way that he uses it in many other different places, even if he uses different notes or different patterns. But essentially, it's just a 3-note phrase that he uses that is repeated on different frets, totally regardless of what the key is. So in Perineum, he's doing from the 7th fret, and then he slides down to the 4th fret. Right? And so realistically, we've covered the notes 7, 9, 10, and then 4, 6, 7. So then he slides down to the 2nd fret and does 2, 4, 5. So realistically, we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So it is totally free of key, but he's just playing around. The next one is the Black Widow Reporter. It's just the same pattern over and over and over, and then when it speeds up or changes, it essentially, all it does is just plays the phrases quicker. The only difference really is instead of playing it 4 times before he moves position, he plays it twice and then once per position, you know. It's essentially a very simple idea. Now, he does use arpeggios everywhere. Pretty much every guitarist uses arpeggios everywhere. I don't know, John 5 can use some really creative things. That one just sounds cool. I don't think it's that creative. For example, in 27 Needles, a different song off the Devil Knows My Name, the same album, it's This is just a really common thing that he does, and it sounds pretty cool in this place, so I chose to highlight it in this. And this next one is from the Washing Away of Wrong. This is actually a really, really simple one. You don't need your pick, as I've just put down, but essentially you're taking whichever fret, which is the 7th fret on the high E string, you're pulling off, and then you're hitting that same E note, but on the 9th fret on the G string. So and the only goal is, the only thing that you really need to keep in mind is to make sure that everything's coming out nice and snappy. How you do that? You make sure that you're using a lot of palm muting. When he changes, it just goes from the 8th fret on the B string, it's 7th fret. Realistically with that one, it's all just about playing around until you get it. It won't take you too long to get it, but when you get it, you'll have it for pretty much the rest of your life. It's very simple when you've got it, but this type of picking thing he uses everywhere. There's in Prunium, the other song. He just uses this type of stuff everywhere. So back to the other camera. That's it for me this week. What artist licks would you like to see me do next time? Leave any comments or questions below, and do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.